So we're all pretty much aware of what's been going on in the news here recently. And a reoccurring question that I get asked often by members, emails, friends, colleagues, people I come across randomly. We actually came across some subscribers here while we were traveling here at Disney. And, common questions about the economy and income and finance and making money, saving money, protecting money, personal financial security, financial freedom, ways to build wealth. Folks, if you guys are interested, come on over, patreon.com/Kevin247. We're discussing these things on a regular basis, but I wanted to share this because I think that it is something that needs to be heard by all. I'll go into greater detail with the members in the network, link in the description. Passive income, side hustle opportunities, building net worth, building businesses, small business for beginners, investing for beginners, money, personal finance for beginners. But, what should you do? What should everybody be preparing for, planning for, with the warning signs that are becoming hopefully clearer, louder, hitting so many folks, unfortunately, at this time. But, we've been down this road before. If you lose your job, if you get laid off, you get fired, terminated, mass layoff, unemployment, wipeouts, regardless of where you work, Amazon, Walmart, FedEx, Best Buy, Hewlett Packard, Google, Redfin, Open Door, Zillow, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase. It doesn't matter. FedEx, UPS, they're happening. Folks are at risk. They're losing their jobs, and the question is, how do I replace that income? Because you still got bills to pay. Odds are most people, are not in a situation where they have a strong cushion to protect them during these times and hold them over. Perhaps maybe some are even looking to use credit cards as their safety net, or maybe even approach friends and family, ask to borrow money, maybe take on some payday loans or things like that. Possibly find whatever they have that could be possibly of any value and just sell it or put it on eBay, Craigslist, next door, take it to a pawn shop, just trying to get something for it before they resort to possibly trying to jump on unemployment benefits, unemployment insurance that it doesn't pay much, it doesn't last very long, and or even looking at possibly taking on some gig work like Uber Eats or Lyft or something like that. But what do you do? What should you do? All right. Well, first, the best way to prepare is to have things ready before you need them. So even if you are saying, I still have a job, I'm still employed, I'm not laid off, I didn't get fired, I didn't see a disruption to my income or my employment. Okay, well then you should definitely be making sure that you have these in place, because what will happen is if you don't, what happens is everybody's got a plan till they get hit in the mouth, get punched in the mouth, get kicked in the teeth, so you want to have these in place beforehand, because when it happens, there's going to be you're going to be scrambling, you're going to be panicking, you're going to be frantic, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. So, the key is to be prepared before you need to be prepared. So number one, you need to be working on your skill set, continuously, constantly increasing and improving your skill set. You need to make sure that you are advertising and marketing, branding yourself, building your personal brand. That means you need to have a resume ready and prepared, because it needs to be ready to go. You get fired on Tuesday, you need to be looking for a job on Tuesday afternoon, really Wednesday morning. So have that resume ready. Now, continuously networking and identifying opportunities that could exist out there in the employment world. So, it's like if I were to lose my job at FedEx, all right, I'm planning on going to UPS. I'm planning on driving for Amazon. I'm planning on whatever it may be. If I lose my job at McDonald's, I'm planning on going to Wendy's. I'm planning on going to Burger King. I'm planning on going to Chick-fil-A. Probably not Chick-fil-A. If you worked at McDonald's, odds are they probably wouldn't take you at Chick-fil-A. So, but the point is, you want to have a plan before it happens, so if this, then that. If this, then that. If this, then that. Right? So the other thing is, after the next step, big plan, okay? The big plan is more than likely you're going to need to be willing to work harder. Not necessarily just to prove yourself, but you're more than likely, if you pick up a new job, you're going to be on a probationary period. So you're going to want to be working really hard to make sure you can keep that job. But odds are new jobs and employment are going to come with higher and heavier workloads with the same and or a reduction of pay. So be willing to work harder and get paid less. Now, if you're getting paid less, then we need to be preparing for lowering expenses. We need to be preparing for not really having money to save. We need to be preparing for not going out and having fun with your friends, not traveling, not going on vacation, not hitting the bar, not going to movies, not going to Starbucks, none of that stuff. Prepare to possibly take on a roommate or have to ask to live with someone else, maybe even consider moving back in with your parents, living in their basement or something. So you have to be prepared for that. You have to be prepared to reduce and lower your quality of life, because when that wave hits, odds are what you're going to be taking on after that is going to be a reduction from where you once were, and it's just going to be a lower quality of life, a lower income bracket, perhaps maybe causing you a relocation to a less expensive city, town, or community that you can afford, and selling your car, taking public transportation, maybe getting an e-bike or something like that. But the simple fact of the matter is that there are going to be major changes that come after the initial prep has been done of finding a new job, because you have been prepared, you have been honing your skills, you have been preparing this resume, you have been updating it, you got out ahead of this so that you could shine the brightest amongst all the thousands of applicants out there that'll probably be shoulder to shoulder with you, because these layoffs are going to come in mass waves. Mass, thank you. Got my Starbucks here. Actually went with the Grande Americano this time instead of the chocolate cold brew that I normally get. But so we need to make sure that we're prepared so that if and when you lose your job, you can quickly replace it, but also be prepared for what the future of employment means, which basically boils down to working harder and longer for less, and ultimately forcing you to reduce your overall quality of life and try to cut down and trim down on your budget as much as you can, which could possibly mean, selling your car, downgrading, downsizing on your home, moving out, taking on roommates, moving in with parents, foregoing any savings or investment plans you had, not traveling, no fun, any of that stuff whatsoever. The list goes on and on. But like I said, I think everybody needed to hear this information so that they can be prepared for this and be preparing for it. If you guys want to know more, you got any questions, you know how to hit me up. Links in the description. Check them out down below, patreon.com/Kevin247. And if you want to get yourself in a position now where you can start building out plans and building out businesses and building out multiple diverse income streams, ultimately working towards passive income streams and building out sound quality investments that can produce dividends and returns on your investments that can keep you paid, so you don't necessarily have to rely on just that one single point of failure of a job, of a paycheck, of working hard, working more, working for less, getting paid less, and reducing and lowering your quality of life. Well, by all means, come on over. I'd love to have a chat with you. Hit me up in the DM. Check all the posts, engage with the community. You guys got questions, you know how to hit me up. You guys take care, be safe. See you on the next one. Bye.